Hey there. Bet you wanna know why I'm here. You wanna know why? Wanna know why Jelly is here today? Because you guys wanted 5 reviews in more than 5 minutes to be a series. So welcome to 5 reviews in more than 5 minutes. Number 2. Movies. We got movies. Because movies are cool. And so are movies. As well as movies. You know what else is cool about movies? Movies. All sorts of different movies. Like movies. And even some movies. We have it all. But seriously, all these movies are piling up 5 times over. Because there's only one. And now it's piled up 5 times, so there are 5 movies. We have all sorts of genres. We got a sci-fi, we got comedy, we got a drama, and we got a bunch of old movies. And by a bunch, I mean, I don't know how many old movies there are. I barely thought out this plan. I just basically started recording with my Italia jersey. Viva Italia and movies. Italia movies. There's gonna be an Italian-like movie on this list. By the way, I've developed a rating system. It's super original. I get a scale, and I rate it from 1 to 10. I know. It's probably a little too progressive for you to understand. But just bear with me. I even have a cheat sheet for the movies. You can't see it because not only is this camera not very good, but they're all, I'm spinning it. So you don't know, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. The first one is Frozen. And you guys really just need to let it go. Let go the Frozen addiction. Let it go. Let it go. Next up, the Lego Movie, which was actually kind of funny, surprisingly. And those are the only 2 little kid movies on this list. Even though I'm not too little and I saw both of them. What does that make me? A little big kid? Because I'm not huge, but yeah. Next is The Campaign with Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis. It was pretty funny, I must say. Pretty funny. Pretty entertaining. Yeah. Next, my favorite movie, potentially. I don't know, these are my favorite. It's one of my favorite movies, no matter what. Well, it's gonna change eventually, I'm sure. But Chronicle! The one with the kids who got superpowers from that cave thing at a party. It was so cool. And finally, a classic. The Godfather. I know a lot of quotes from this. It's so good. It's so good. It's not German, but it's good. It's very good. It's Sicilian, so it's not Italian. So this isn't right. I'm Italian, I can say that, don't worry. But first up, Frozen. If you don't know the plot already, just look it up. I really don't want to explain the plot. Fine, voice over there that I'm pretending is there, like I actually have a camera crew. Yeah, I'm gonna explain the plot. Plot is there's a person who's like got ice powers, and she has a sister who's like, oh, I feel neglected because I can't go near her because the ice powers are gonna kill me, but I don't know about the ice powers. And then what happens is the person becomes old, and then you go to like a coronation, and she takes off her gloves, and then she unleashes the powers of ice on the kingdom, and she lets go. She sings Let It Go. And then the sister goes after her, and she meets Reindeer Man, and they're like, ah! And then she's like, yeah, cool, and then save the kingdom, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't turn icy anymore, and none of them die because it's terrible. Next, the Lego Movie. A much better movie. The Lego movie was about a person who is the special because he found a cap for glue. And then he goes on an epic quest with other people and Lego versions of famous people, voiced by famous people. It's all famous! It really is. Like, there's Batman, and he's voiced by a famous person, and then there's, like, Morgan Freeman who's voicing a famous person, and then there's, like, a famous person who's, like, doing famous people things, and it's, like, famous! But yada yada yada, he finds the businessman, and it turns out it's all just people playing with the Legos, and it ends. That was the best description of any movie ever. Yeah, don't use this as a valid source for movie plots. Please don't. Please. Please. PLZ, please. Please don't do that. Please. Next is The Campaign with Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis. It was funny, but it wasn't that funny, to be honest. I mean, there were parts of it that made me laugh, but not the whole thing. It wasn't amazing in my sort of look at it. I mean, all the actors did a good job and everything. It's just, I don't know, something about it. Not my favorite, but that's alright. So what happens is there's this senator person who runs, like, unopposed for some absurd amount of terms, and then some other guy who's, like, brought by billionaires comes up and is like, hey, I'm doing this because billionaires want me to, so I'm gonna run against you. And hence comes the name The Campaign. Because they campaign against each other, and it's about their campaign. But eventually, the person who's brought by billionaires is like, I don't want to be brought by billionaires, this seems illegal. So the billionaires leave him, and then they go to the other guy, and then he wins. Even though he shouldn't. Oh, I spoiled it. Sorry, everybody. It just got spoiled. But that's okay. So I'm going to avoid bad comments by saying that didn't actually happen. That totally wasn't how the movie went at all. Next movie is Chronicle! Chronicle! It's the Chronicles of Narnia. Just kidding, it's Chronicle. It has a really interesting film style. It's like the style, like one of the guys is like holding a camera the whole time. And he's like basically as if the movie was being filmed from that camera, from his perspective. It's really weird, the filming style, but I like it. What happens is this guy's like a loner, except then he finds his cousin who's super nice to him, becomes his friend, and then he gets another friend, and then they go to a party, and then they go into a cave, and then they get super telekinesis powers. And I'm not going to spoil it anymore, because pretty much the rest of what I could tell you is just plot twists and spoilers. So you're going to have to go watch it yourself. And the main character is blank. I was about to put a spoiler there, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I just said I wouldn't, so no spoiler there. Oh, also, I remember last time someone complained about the lighting. I fixed it by recording at night. Yeah, I know. Anyway, next movie, The Godfather. Amazing movie. It was really amazing. I think it replaced Chronicle as my favorite movie, because it's so good. So many quotes. So many quotes. Leave the gun. Take the cannoli. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I messed that last quote up. It's supposed to be completely out of order, even though I kind of did it in order because I naturally do that. But whatever. This is about a Sicilian mafia family in New York, and they want to be cool, and it's about their adventures after bam, bam, bam happens to the guy. And yeah, and bam, Italy. Well, no, Sicily. Oh well, still a great movie. And they go to like Vegas in the end, and then they kill people naturally because they're the mafia. Mafia. And it's an amazing, and it's like 3 hours. It's long, but it's worth it. It is fantastic. Fantastic. I would go as far to say it was super fantastic. Look, I just moved my camera. It's so fantastic. OMG. Whoa, shake, 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 shake. Okay, time for the rating. We're rating it now. Woo, originality rating system. It is actually going to be original because what happens here is I'm going to rate it out of things. Like, instead of 10 out of 10 stars, I'm going to rate it 10 out of 10 ducks this week. It's going to be a rating system, 1 to 10 ducks. Okay, I'm going to go in order on the amount of ducks each movie earned. Frozen, 3 out of 10 ducks. It earned those 3 ducks because the music wasn't actually half bad and was kind of entertaining, and the animation was cool. The Lego Movie, 6 out of 10 ducks because it was pretty entertaining, but it was a little childish and stereotypical, and you kind of saw everything that was coming. But that's okay. It was good. It got 6 out of 10. That's pretty good for only the second movie, or really second thing ever getting a proper rating ever to get. The Campaign, 5 out of 10 stars. Ducks. 5 out of 10 ducks. You got 5 ducks, not stars. Stars are boring. You got ducks. It only got 5 ducks because the plot was, and the jokes were sometimes just stupid. So that's why I got only 5. But that's alright. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't say it's worth watching, but if you saw it, don't really see it again. Chronicle, 8 out of 10 ducks, because it was awesome, and the animation, and not animation, what's it called? Oh, I'm blanking on it. Oh, what's it called? The, remind me in the comments. That thing that you use, like video editing. Oh well. Whatever. It got those ducks because, like I said, story, that editing thing that I can't remember, and the coolness factor. I mean, how cool would it be to just walk into a cave and get telekinesis powers with 2 of your friends? Lastly, The Godfather. 9 out of 10 ducks. Because it was amazing. Utterly amazing. But I'm just not going to give it 10 ducks, because I'm going to reserve 10 for things that only truly blow my mind. Even though this nearly blew my mind. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to give it 10 just because. Just because I'm mean. Because I'm Simon Cowell, I won't give it 10. Well, everybody, those were... Putting my feet up for this one. Just kidding. 5 movie reviews in more than 5 minutes. With ratings with ducks. Okay, what should I review next? Huh? And what's next? Now tell me what's next. I want to know. I always want to know. Like always, I always. First movies repeating a lot, now always repeating a lot. As always, I appreciate your viewing, and don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe. The most important one of those 3. Always subscribe. Always.